Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. The New Orleans Pelicans took on the Cleveland Cavaliers Monday, looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Unfortunately, it did not end well for the Pelicans as they fell to the Cavaliers on Monday, 93-90. The Pelicans had led most of the way, but saw the lead slip away in the fourth quarter. The loss dropped the Pelicans to 18-32 on the season. They are 12th in the conference. Detroit has quietly put together a string of quality performances, despite just 3 wins to show for it in the team's last 10 games. Cunningham has found his stride during this extended stretch as the team's go-to play with Jerami Grant, the team's leading scorer, sidelined with an injury. In the past 5 games, Cunningham has averaged 21 points per game, 6 rebounds and 7 assists per game. His numbers have slowly evolved into the numbers of a player deserving of the number 1 pick in the draft. Detroit will also have the advantage of rest in this game as the Pelicans travel into town after losing in Cleveland Monday night. Lastly, the Pistons will welcome back Grant and his 20 points per game and 5 rebounds in this contest. He will, of course, play a reduced load, but his presence will be a factor against a Pelicans team playing without their best player. Expect the Pistons to control the pace of this game and keep the game in the low 100s. Our first betting pick will be Detroit -1. Cunningham's words can apply not just to his first half versus Cleveland, but for the entire team in regards to the first half of the season. Detroit has looked more like a team over the latter part of the first half as we head towards the All-Star break. Cunningham is rounding into form and role players like Bey, Frank Jackson and Isaiah Stewart are finding their place in the rotation. Detroit still ranks 29th out of 30 teams in shooting percentage and just 29th in 3PT shooting percentage as well, but the numbers are starting to rise up. In addition, the Pistons rank 23rd in defensive efficiency and 30th in total rebounding percent, but some pieces are coming together and the team now sees the holes that they need to fill in the seasons to come. Our second betting pick will be over 214.5. Washington Wizards vs Milwaukee Bucks. Washington is averaging 107.6 points per game. They scored 95 points in their last game, making 41.7% of their field goals and 34.5% of their three-pointers. Kyle Kuzma led the way for Washington with 30 points and 8 rebounds. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope finished with 15 points and 2 rebounds, while Spencer Dinwiddie added 10 points and 4 assists. Washington has struggled defensively, giving up 110.1 points per game. They gave up 115 points in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. Washington comes into this matchup having dropped 5 in a row, and it's hard to see that streak ending here. The Wizards will be without Bradley Beal in this game, who will miss the next 2 games due to a sprained wrist. Meanwhile, Milwaukee looked to be finally trending up following a slow start to the season before getting punished in a blowout loss versus the Denver Nuggets. Look for the Bucks to bounce back in a big way against the hapless Wizards. Milwaukee is averaging 111.8 points per game. They scored 100 points in their last game, making 47.4% of their field goals and 33.3% of their three-pointers. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way for Milwaukee with 29 points and 9 rebounds. Jrue Holiday finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Bobby Portis added 11 points and 5 rebounds. Milwaukee has played well defensively, giving up 108.8 points per game. They gave up 136 points in their last game and will need a significantly better performance if they want to get the win. Our first betting pick will be Milwaukee Bucks -11.5. Holiday has been among the most consistent players on the Bucks this season, and he's made a strong push to be an all-star over the last week. In his second season in Milwaukee, Holiday has averaged 17.8 points and 6.6 assists per game. Perhaps even more impressive, Milwaukee has been a whopping 13.9 points per 100 possessions better with Holiday on the floor so far this year. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Bucks come in ranked 11th in the league with an adjusted plus 2.1 net rating. Milwaukee has scored at an adjusted rate of 111.6 points per 100 possessions for the season, 10th in the NBA, while posting an adjusted 109.5 defensive rating, good for 11th in the league.
According to dunksandthrees.com, Washington ranks 22nd in the NBA with an adjusted -2.1 net rating. The Wizards have posted an adjusted 109.8 offensive rating, 21st in the NBA, to go along with an adjusted 111.9 mark on the defensive end of the floor, good for 23rd in the league. Our second betting pick will be over the total. Miami Heat vs Toronto Raptors. The Heat are in action Monday night and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back. They faced the Raptors on Friday and dropped a tough 124-120 game. Jimmy Butler had a triple-double with 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists for the Heat, who lead the Eastern Conference after 50 games. The Toronto Raptors have good momentum going right now. They have covered in 5 of their last 7 games Austrian shillings and are healthy. Miami is banged up and could be without Jimmy Butler on Tuesday. If Butler can't go, that would be a big deal, as he scored 37 points in the Heat's loss to the Raptors on Saturday. The Raptors managed to outlast a Miami team in a 124-120 triple overtime road win on Friday. Gary Trent Jr. led Toronto with 33 points, Scotty Barnes added 22, Pascal Siakam had 21, and Aga Anunoby 20. Sidelined the previous 2 games because of right knee soreness, VanVleet finished with 19 points. Our first betting pick will be Toronto Raptors -2.5. The Raptors are 22nd in the NBA, averaging 107.5 ppg. They are 26th, shooting 43.7% from the floor and 18th, making 34.8% from 3. VanVleet leads the team with 21.7 points and 7 assists per game. Siakam is averaging 21 points and 8.4 rebounds per game and has missed 14 games this season. On defense, Toronto is 9th in the NBA, scoring 106.5 ppg, 19th shooting 45.9% from the field, and 25th allowing 35.9% from 3. The Heat are 16th in the NBA, averaging 108.7 ppg, 14th shooting 45.8% from the field, and first making 37.7% from 3. Butler leads the team with 22 ppg, and Tyler Herro is second, averaging 20.3 ppg. The Heat are 6th, allowing 104.9 ppg, 9th in defensive field goal percentage at 44.5%, and 16th opponents shooting 34.9% from 3. The Miami Heat are first in the Eastern Conference, but lost their second straight game Monday night 122-92 to the Boston Celtics. Max Strus led the Heat with 27 points in the loss. Miami is currently dealing with a lot of injuries. Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris, KZ Okpala, and Omer Yurtseven are all out. Jimmy Butler and PJ Tucker are both questionable for Tuesday and did not play in Monday's loss. Toronto is 8th in the Eastern Conference and on a 2-game winning streak. After beating the Heat on Saturday, the Raptors beat the Hawks on the road 106-100 on Monday. Gary Trent Jr. led the Raptors with 31 points, followed by Pascal Siakam with 25 points. Fred VanVleet struggled from the floor, shooting 6 of 20, but had 16 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. Our second betting pick will be over 218.5. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.